Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And this NFL offseason has been crazy when it comes to wide receivers. We've seen Tyreek Hill get traded to the Dolphins. We've seen Devontae Adams get traded to the Raiders. We've seen Amari Cooper get traded to the Browns. We've seen Robert Woods get traded to the Titans. We've seen Christian Kirk get a huge deal to join the Jaguars. Allen Robinson joined the Rams. And there's been other wide receiver moves. But today, Deebo Samuel, it has been announced that he wants to be traded. He has requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. Whether the San Francisco and 49ers acquiesce on that trade request remains to be seen. But here's an article from CBS Sports. Deebo Samuel landing spots. 5 possible destinations for 49ers All-Pro receiver after reported trade request. This is by Brian DiArdo, again from CBS Sports. Now, the first team that popped up in my mind, and I don't know if Samuel will be happy about it, is the Jets, Jets. Of course, you know, they were trying to go after Tyreek Hill, who instead was traded to the Miami Dolphins. There's been rumors of him, the Jets talking to the Seattle Seahawks about acquiring DK Metcalf. So they were the first team that came to my mind, and they are mentioned among the 5 teams. But the other 4 teams here, starting with the Kansas City Chiefs, so they actually believe that they're the most likely destination if the 49ers deal Samuel. And I'll admit, I mean, he would be a solid replacement for Tyreek Hill. And what earlier seemed like a negative for the Chiefs roster, the wide receiver position, will all of a sudden turn to a positive. They signed Juju Smith-Schuster on a cheap 1-year deal. They signed Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They still have McCall Hardman on the team. So make Deebo Samuel a true number 1, and the Chiefs would have one of the best 4-man wide receiver rotations in the league. Next, the aforementioned New York Jets. A lot of draft capital. 49ers will definitely be looking for draft capital since they gave away a lot moving up to get Trey Lance in the 2021 NFL Draft. So 2 top 10 picks, 4 of the top 38 picks. Zach Wilson really needs those weapons to throw the ball to after a very disappointing rookie season. Third team mentioned is the Detroit Lions. Also have 2 first-round picks here. I don't know if I could agree with this. The Lions could possibly be willing to trade away the number 2 overall pick to acquire one of the NFL's most versatile players and biggest playmakers. I'm not sure that they would give up the number 2 pick in order to get him. But that remains to be seen. The Lions are desperate, I'm sure, to become one of the NFL's better teams after so many years of no success. Team him up with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hawkinson at tight end. And I like Josh Reynolds, too, as a third receiver. They could have a lot of playmakers for Jared Goff, and if they draft a quarterback, potentially. New Orleans Saints, wide receiver is definitely a weakness for them, even if Michael Thomas does come back finally. 2 top 20 picks in this year's draft, number 16 and 19. Hoping to add more weapons around Jameis Winston. And 5th, and as it mentions here, will they want to trade him to the Packers, being that the Packers are one of the teams they would expect to battle with if they want to win the NFC. But the Packers have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, market for a wide receiver after trading Devontae Adams. So I guess the Packers are a possibility, but I kind of agree that they are the least likely of these 5 teams. So what do you guys think? Do you believe that Deebo Samuel is getting traded? If he does get traded, where do you think he's going? Again, Jets were the first team that popped in my mind. Chiefs could be a great option as well, though. Patrick Mahomes would have quite the deadly set of weapons if they were to acquire Deebo Samuel. And who knows? I mean, the 49ers, there's some talented wide receivers that are expected to be first-round picks. So if they acquire a first-round pick, I mean, think what the Vikings did, right? They traded Stephon Diggs to the Bills, and they got Justin Jefferson in that year's draft. So that could be a move the 49ers make if they do decide to trade Deebo Samuel. There's been no signals yet that that is the direction they're heading in, but it'll be interesting to see. The draft is only 8 days away, so the trade would have to occur before that, since I'm sure the 49ers would want draft picks in next week's draft. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.